Which of these new badges is the best? Let's rank them.
The old city badge was quite clearly outdated and needed a revamp. They've done a good job. It goes into solid upgrade. I'm not a fan of this change. Fiorentina's badge was already so clean and simple it now just lacks any character. It goes into looks worse. The Inter Milan badge revamp is decent but unnecessary. Their old one would still be perfectly fine. It can go into can't complain. Swansea are the only club to make their badge less simple and actually add elements to it. I don't know why though. It goes into awful update. I love how Villa have kept everything from their old badge but just modernized it. It still has heritage. It goes into what a badge. West Ham went with a small but necessary change but it has worked really well. It now looks far less clunky. It goes into solid upgrade. At the time this change was questioned but I think it is so good. The old badge now looks so outdated and the new one is so fresh. It goes into what a badge. The new blue is a lot nicer and overall the badge is a lot cleaner. It goes into solid upgrade. What are Ireland thinking? The new badge could have been made in Microsoft Paint. It has no class and has to go into awful update. The Barca badge was already solid but refining the edge and making the outline thicker made it so much better. It goes into what a badge. I don't know why Mexico have done this. It now lacks any character. It goes into looks worse. I'm a fan of both Marseille badges. The old one was nice but the addition of gold is also solid. It goes into can't complain. The old Venezia badge is one of the best I've ever seen. Why have they changed it? It has to go into awful update. Changing the crest shape has improved the overall badge a lot. It now looks less like a PES default badge. It goes into solid upgrade. I'm a huge fan of this new Hellas Verona badge. The simplicity is so effective and the old one now looks so outdated. It goes into what a badge. I'm not sure why Dortmund's badge was red but it's much better now it's changed to yellow. It goes into solid upgrade. I don't know why Udinese got rid of the black background on their badge. The new one is much worse and goes into awful update. The old Prem icon has so much nostalgia but purely on looks the new one is just as solid. It goes into can't complain. Milan managed to maintain their identity whilst also modernizing and making the badge more sleek. It goes into what a badge. I don't even know what the new Liga icon is supposed to represent. The old one is much better. It has to go into looks worse. Getting rid of the white and making the colors pop more improved the United badge a lot. It goes into solid upgrade. I absolutely love the new Palermo badge. The design is so clean. It has to join Milan in what a badge. Both Japan badges are pretty solid in my opinion. The new one certainly isn't worse so it goes into can't complain. The lion on Chelsea's old badge is barely recognizable and needed updating. Their new badge is a lot better and goes into solid upgrade. The new USA badge is still solid but their old one was so good. It's a downgrade for me and goes into looks worse. The small addition of the blue outline and changing the green on the crown to blue is decent but also unnecessary. It goes into can't complain. The old Wolves badge is a monstrosity compared to the new one. It is so clean now. It goes into what a badge. What have Italy done? The old badge was so classy and the new one is such a huge downgrade, it goes into awful update. Neither of these badges are that great in my opinion. The new one is definitely not worse though so it can go into can't complain. The new QPR badge is a perfect update. It has modernized whilst still maintaining the class of the old one. It goes into what a badge. The new Montpellier badge isn't perfect but it's a vast improvement on whatever they were using before. It can go into solid upgrade. DC United must have one of the best badges around. This is so cold. It goes into what a badge. Sheffield Wednesday's old badge was better in my opinion. It's even more outdated now. It goes into looks worse. Both of these Schalke badges are solid. The update was unnecessary. It goes into can't complain. The new Girona badge is much more clean and refined compared to their old one. I'm a fan. It goes into solid upgrade. For me there was no need for RB Leipzig to make this change. Removing the yellow makes it more boring. It goes into awful update. I absolutely love this update. The new Ecuador badge is amazing. It goes into what a badge. The full Red England badge is really solid, but the classic blue and white colors are much more iconic. It goes into looks better. Al Hilal were in desperate need of an update, but I think they have gone too simple. Their new one goes into looks worse.